Okay, so, given that this is my personal channel, I've always been real careful not to mix business with my personal stuff. So I probably won't show off many of the channels or Facebook pages that I manage because that's something I do professionally, and I don't want to get personal life mixed up with business. But this is a little bit different. This is Daddy Daughter Gamer. This channel really is my kids, my two daughters, Valentina and Elizabeth. They love YouTube. They want to be YouTubers, and especially Valentina. I mean, she pestered me a lot for a couple of years until I finally said, "Okay, fine. You want to go on YouTube? Let's make that happen." So this is basically their channel. We don't do a whole lot of advertising. I'm not pumping money into this other than the little bit of stuff that I buy for them. When they want to do a review or try something out. So there's not a whole lot of subscribers right now. It's 47, 8,900 views. Not sure how many videos there are on here, to be honest with you. It's a few. I mean, they've been doing this for over a year now. There's a good bit of videos on here. Yeah, so I mean, there's a bunch of videos. Got a lot of They started. She wanted to do Let's Plays, and we did some of those, and we really couldn't. She needed my help, but the problem is this: one, I don't have a lot of time, free time, and especially to play video games. And the thing about me is, I suffer from something I think they've called simulator sickness, or at least that's what they've called it in the past. And I actually wrote an article about that for a magazine years ago, like in 2004 or so. And that magazine's now defunct. I don't even think their website is around anymore, but you might be able to find it. Look for Simulator Sickness by Daniel Helms, and it may still be there, but I don't think it is. But anyway, here's the thing. A lot of these video games, I could play Nintendo, I could play Atari and all these old school games. It didn't bother me at all. Modern games, though, make me dizzy. They give me a headache and make me feel like I'm going to throw up, to be honest. And it's not the content of the game, it's just, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the way that the camera in-game moves around. I mean, I can sit down and play a game for a little while, but it doesn't take too long, and then I'll be feeling really awful. So even games that I really, really enjoy, like Elder Scrolls games like Oblivion and Skyrim, or the Fallout series, those make me feel pretty sick after about an hour. So I can't play video games for very long. And so when my daughter gets a little older and gets more competent operating the equipment, she can do these Let's Play videos by herself, and I don't have to go around feeling terrible. And that would be nice. But yeah, we did some Let's Play videos, and I think that you can see the first one we produced. Somebody just rang my doorbell. Anyway, the first video we produced got more views, and as time went on, they got less and less.
It's someone.
Oh goodness.
Isa.
Hello?
Hello, I came here a few days ago trying to sell you some raffle tickets.
Oh, I bought some from my neighbor's kids. My kids are friends with them, so I think I'm good. But I appreciate it though. Yeah, somebody's trying to sell me tickets for a school. I've already bought some because my kids are friends with them. And they're not really even raffle tickets, they're like a coupon book. So yeah. Anyway, as I was so rudely interrupted, I don't even remember what I was saying. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, they started with Let's Play videos. and moved on to other things. I even posted a couple of things, geeky projects I was working on, like my Nintendo toaster. See, here's the thing with me. I like to tinker. I like to design things. I like to, I'll find something I enjoy and I'll latch onto it, and I want to learn a lot about it, or I want to build something new. And I enjoy the puzzle part of it, the design aspect, the engineering that goes into it. So I said, well, people have taken a Nintendo and a toaster and made a toaster before, and that's pretty cool. I thought, well, what if we could do it in a way that would make it really easy so anybody could build it? So I designed some 3D printed parts. They didn't fit as well as I'd hoped, and they were going to take more tweaking. But here's the thing with me. If I can just stay on this train of thought for a little bit, I'll start a project like that because it's fun and it's interesting. But at some point when I get bored of it, I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I don't want to look at it anymore. I don't want to mess with it. I've got out of it what I wanted to get out of it, and now I just don't care anymore. And some people have expressed interest in getting them. I just don't feel motivated to finish it. I don't know. Maybe someday I will. But for now, I made one. I have it. It works for me, and I just don't really feel like making anymore. That's probably not good, but I think that's part of that INTP personality. Can't do anything about it. So yeah, I made a lot of other stuff. I made this little pie girl thing, and that actually got me a little bit of business. There's other people who make those that don't have 3D printers. Basically, I didn't design that, by the way. A dude at Adafruit did, and it's a neat design. He's tweaked it over the years, and it's gotten better and better. But basically, it's a Raspberry Pi that goes into a 3D printed case. Excuse me. That's similar to an old Game Boy. And I built one and it worked just fine, and I added to it. The original design didn't have any sound, so I added sound, and I made some videos of that, and that one got 3,000 views just about. I did an update, got 200. I did a video where I added sound, that got a little over 1,000 views. And people actually contact me, people who want to build these for themselves, but don't have a 3D printer. And so, for like $25, I will, if you're in the U.S., I will print out the case and mail it to you in a priority mailbox. I don't really make much off of it, but that's not my main motivation. I mean, I make a profit on it, but it's not a whole lot. It's enough to keep the machine going and a little bit on the side. So it's not like, I'm going to make a lot off of you by doing that. I mean, I don't make enough off of it probably even to go to McDonald's and get a cheeseburger, but there is technically some profit in there. So, I get enjoyment that I can help other people. Now, some people have asked me to do this for free at my own expense, pay for the postage and everything else. I won't do that. There's one kid who asked, hey, can you make one of these and send it to me for free? Because my grandma doesn't give me any money, and I suggested politely that, it being summertime, he look for a job. And I told him, in short order, he could save up enough money and make one for himself, and he just wasn't interested in that. So I decided he wasn't worth dealing with, and I didn't say anything else after that. Let's see. This video was 2 years ago, but Valentina got an iPad. She actually bought this herself. She saved money for like a year from her allowance, plus she had some birthday money and some other stuff, Christmas money that she saved up, and she bought herself an iPad. And I think that was really good. I think she enjoys it and enjoyed it a lot more given the fact that she actually bought it and had to work for it. And I've tried to instill lessons like that in my kids from a young age in hopes that maybe they won't make some of the financial blunders that I have made at least I hope not for their sake. They'll have a lot less stress in their life. So you can see I did some other videos on here. I did a quick rundown of the rpf.com, which is a website I enjoy. I'll probably do a video on that. Just a couple of other videos, little food try things. I bought the Lego Ghostbusters Ecto 1. We built that. That was a lot of fun. I did a video. Okay, I got the kids this Frozen Olaf Trouble game for Christmas, and I was really irritated because when we opened the box Christmas Day, it was missing its pieces. Yeah, they're supposed to come with plastic game pieces, and those weren't in the box. And it wasn't as if it was like a return or something. It was a sealed box with shrink wrap and everything. I attempted to contact, I think it was Milton Bradley or some company. They didn't give me the time of day. I even posted on their Twitter account. They didn't respond. So I designed and 3D printed the game piece, and so my kids could play it. And I actually uploaded that to Thingiverse. Should that problem occur with anybody else, which it probably hasn't, but who cares? I did a couple of videos talking about the Nova Prop stuff. I did a video to show people how to cold cast plastic pieces, but basically you mix in metal powder. So you essentially have metal impregnated plastic, and the advantage of that is you don't have to deal with molten hot metal, and it's less weight because it's like a third of the weight is actual metal, the rest is plastic. Downside is it's really dangerous. You have to wear a respirator. That powder gets everywhere, and if you breathe it in, it can absolutely kill you. In fact, I don't do cold casting anymore. At least I don't do cold cast aluminum. Heavier metals like nickel, brass, bronze, copper, I'll do those. Less of the copper because it's a little lighter, but the aluminum is very, very lightweight, and the powder just floats around in the air after you're done, and it lands on things, and it gets stirred up really easy, and it's easy to breathe in, and it's very dangerous. So I don't even do it anymore. If you want to order something from us that's cold cast, it's because it's already in stock, and once it's out of stock, I ain't making it anymore. I'll make more, but they won't be cold cast anymore. It's too dangerous, and my health to me is worth more than the $5 that I'm going to make on it. So yeah. And we started doing more videos. Bean Boozled Challenge, World's Largest Gummy Worm. And as time went on, I tried to I got the kids started on a footing, and I thought, okay, that's enough. I need to get out of these videos as soon as possible. So I just kind of turned it over to them completely. And okay, you guys broadcast whatever you want, say whatever you want. You can write a script, you can do it, you can wing it, whatever. And that's the way it's been all the rest of the time, except recently. Why are these things locked? Oh, these videos aren't live yet. Okay, so I will upload videos to this channel that the kids make, and I'll upload a bunch of them at one time because I really don't like editing these things. It's kind of a pain. And so when I sit down to edit, it's usually on a weekend, like on a Saturday after we've done all the things that we have to do. And I'll throw together a bunch of episodes and upload them all in one shot. And then instead of posting them all live at the same time, I kind of have them staggered to release. So some of these ones, I guess, with the lock on it, haven't been released yet. So that's why I think they look like that. And so they've been doing all the videos themselves until I did that one for them real quick. It was when we were going to Dragon Con this year. And these other couple of videos we're doing are with like food, and it's hot, and I didn't want them to hurt themselves, so I've been in those videos with them, and we just recorded a couple of more. So I'm trying to get them to they'll be a little more articulate, not overly so, but when you're trying food, maybe instead of just saying it's good, maybe you should try to describe it a little bit more. So I'm trying to get them to understand that there's more to the videos than just putting it in your mouth and smiling and saying yummy. And I think that will come with time. But again, basically this is their playground. And yes, the videos are monetized, and I think they've made probably 12 cents. And I've made, not a whole lot of money on AdSense, but I used to make a lot more than I do now, and it wasn't through YouTube. And I'll probably talk about that at some point in another video. But that was 10 years ago when Google paid a lot more for their impressions on their ads than they do now. Now they pay jack. I mean, I used to make, $100 to $120 a month. Certainly not enough to live on, but some extra cash. And now I'm lucky if I make $100 a year. And it's not as much to do with lack of impressions as it is just with the way that they pay out now. They just pay less than they used to. And they get less and less over time. So, anyway, that's another video. Bye.